I really wish I had someone to video while I was working with her, because she had a tick on her eyelid, and her mane looks a mess, but I don't care because I've been going through it, carefully sponging with pomoxin and betadine solution and pulling them out just to help stop any infections as well, like the betadine. Pomoxin kills them, and I had to get up to her pole, which she's a bit sensitive over. I mean, I think a lot of horses are. I got into her armpits and down. She doesn't like her legs being touched too much, but she let me go right down to her feet. She was very clever. She's starting to trust me. I sponged her all over the face and under the jaw, and she had a tick on her muzzle, and I said on her eyelid. Now, it was on the top of her eyelid, so what I did, hey, my girl, you're getting good, aren't you? She's getting good. She's getting to trust me, because she gets a bit spooky. So what I do is I'm teaching her Rick Gore style, or was it Buck? Or both, probably. That if something scares her and I'm with her, I make it okay. And I'm teaching her not to be scared and to just listen to me, and she's getting really good. Lots of licking and chewing when I'm working with her, and she relaxes, because she, you can hear her snorting. She gets really high strung and everything, and then I try and get her to settle down. She's been a bit, pinny with me, so I made her not run around too much, just more walk around, because she's pregnant and it's hot, and I don't want her to be scared of me either. I just want her to know that she's got to listen to me. I'm the lead horse, and she's got to listen to me, and but get that balance with her to respect me, but I don't want her to be scared of me. Now, her back legs, what I did was she has had her feet done, but she's very funny. The previous owner, they never did her feet because she's funny with her back legs, so I've bore that in mind. And so today I just went down, like I haven't done her udder yet, so I've just went back to her tail, over her rump, only on one side, because I just don't want to overly stress her. I've been with her for quite a while today. Well over half an hour, probably the better part of an hour. So it's just too much for her. So I just went to her groin and touched it, and then left it. So what I'll do is I won't do it every single day, probably every second day, start going down her legs, the back legs I mean. I already go down her front legs. And also reaching further into her groin, because I'm going to need to be able to touch her udder and clean it, and we're going to have to check that there's any ticks. The neighbours are coming. I just turned off. Hang on, they're gone. They sometimes stop for a chat. And anyway, so with what I did with the tick, on her eyelid. Hi, my girl. Hi, you're a good girl, aren't you? I'm telling everybody about you. She's on good supplements. She's on apple cider vinegar as well with sulphur to help get rid of the ticks, and I've wormed her with ivermectin, specifically for the ticks. She's got on the copper and zinc that all the horses are on to combat the excess iron in our soil. She's on calcium, dolomite, magnesium, and dicalcium phosphate, and what else? Biotin, a little bit of biotin. That's because I got just there's not so much for her. Her feet look pretty good actually. Some of the horses' hooves have been a bit, just a couple of them. Hey, my girl. And salt, and I have a feeling I've forgotten something. Anyway, she gets that added to her food with sulphur, and I've heard the apple cider vinegar is good with ticks, so I've started that, and today's the first time she's had it. No, yesterday was the first time she had a chemical on her, some pomoxin, and I just used a Chuck's wipe. I'll show you. Hey, I know. That's okay. Hey, come here. Good girl. Just wanted to not be scared of me. very, see, you can see she gets touchy. But anyway, I'll show you. I've got Penny locked in a little yard at the back there. I don't know if you can see her. So she gets quite distressed without Penny. So Penny's got her dinner there. She's finished. She's still probably dozing. Yeah, she is. She's dozing. She loves Penny. Anyway, the herd's become very cohesive, so I'm very happy about that. And I heard a whole heap of dogs howling. Excuse my messy shed. This is the chucks. I just tied it here so it won't blow away, but I don't want it to stay wet. Oh, I've got my main brush. That's not good. So in there, that's just got a bit of betadine and Pomoxin, and then I use this on it. And so I started off squeezing it out very dry, and then gradually towards the end leaving water dribble down her so she gets used to it, because often they get spooked when the water drizzles down them. So this paddock's turned out really well. I'm actually going to leave these two girls in here. I was going to put Ava back with Ruby. I mean, I might eventually, but for now they're all just settled. Halo's lead mare, followed by, it's weird, Halo and Ava will go above Penny. That's Halo there, Ava, they're both wild brumbies caught in the wild. But Angel will push Ava off, but Ava will push Penny away, and hey, what did you do here? Oh, you got a little bit more. Hey, my girl. Hey, it's all right. See, she doesn't. I need someone to videotape us, because it's hard to see her reactions to me. She's getting much better. And I'm getting her used to that too. Hey, you good girl, you can finish that. I've deliberately left the lead rope on because, with her just standing there, because yesterday she stood, I had a neck rope around her and she stood on it and she panicked, and I just, I calmed her down, and then I took her and took it off and let her while it was still kind of around her. She didn't realise it was undone, and then I took it off her. So I just want her to get used to having it there, and then if she stands on it, not to panic. I mean, she already looks so pregnant. She's only 2 months pregnant, but I reckon that she must have been used as a broodmare quite a bit for that muscle, for that sling to just be so low, because the foal would be tiny and the uterus wouldn't be very big. And no, she's getting really good. I feel like we're getting an attachment. She's listening to me. She's very smart. I mean, they all are. She watches me. So what I was going to say is, Penny can push her off her food. Ava and Halo push Penny off from them, but she'll push Ava off. So it's really weird, her dynamic. She'll follow Penny around like a lamb, very attached to her. So I don't know what that's about, like this pecking order that's not linear. Anyway, and I'm going to take up Rick Gore's suggestions, and I've got one rope holder, but I want to get I've got more than one rope holder, but one full rope holder that I want to, get a lead rope without a clip on it, and then I'll eventually get rid of all of these and just replace them all with rope without any buckles on it. And also because I've had the experience, I was taught, you put twine onto the when you tie them up so they can break away, and all my horses have been taught that they can break away. So I need to get some proper gear and retrain them all. Well, Penny's the only one. Well, probably most of them. I'd have to stop and think which ones, but most of them. yeah, she's a good girl. I really wish I could get someone to do some videoing of her with me when I'm handling her, and to watch her body reaction and see her snorts, see her calming down, seeing her licking and chewing, and watching her ears and just her whole body language. Like she's going to learn to trust me. Like the previous owner said that she was a bit nervy and everything, and when she got her, she had scars or wounds on her head. She thought she'd been hit over the head. She's got a scar on her face. And that previous owner's done really good. Like I expected her to be a mess, and she's actually really quite good. She didn't think she had done that much work with it, but I think she has done more than she's given herself credit for. And I feel a bit sorry for them because she sold her because of the drought. She just had no feed, they're on dirt, and they just had to start selling stock. And I got this girl for dirt cheap, and then she told me that she was buying, and I bargained her down $100 on the price. I paid $400 for her, and then she said, "Oh, you know, we're going to buy 20 bales of hay with it." And I was like, "Oh, damn!" I gave her an extra 50 after that just for hay. I felt criminal, you know, bargaining someone down when they're using it to buy their horse feed. You know, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm very happy with her. She's not broken in, but I reckon we'll be able to ride her after she's, you know, she's due the end of this year, so, you know, sometime the end of next year when her hormones and ligaments are all back to normal, or, you know, depending on when she weans, maybe a bit longer, I'll start backing her. But by then we'll get her so used to it. I think she's actually going to be a really good horse. I mean, she is a really good horse, but I think she's going to be a very calm, stable horse. She's a bit nervy now, but she just needs... she's so responsive to... she's listening to me, so I've got every confidence in her, and I'll let her out. She's a good girl. I never did finish telling how I got the tick off her eye. I had a sponge with the pomoxin in it, squeezed out quite dry. I kept rubbing it all over her face, and I kept rubbing like above her eye and on the top of her eyelid where it was really nice for her, and then I'd rub it across her eye. Go away. Go away. Sorry, Penny's trying to bug me. Go away. Good girl. She's trying to push her off, and I don't want to because I just want to do this little video. And I just gave her the rest of Penny's, which you were in there for an hour with, and it was just a little bit of it's not much, and I kept doing that. I did this over a process of on and off like 20 minutes, so maybe rubbed it across it maybe 20 times, but with the sponge very dry because I didn't want to get it in her eye. Then I was able to just slowly, she allowed me, I was able to grab the tick. She trusted me enough that I grabbed it, and it came out because it was already probably dying from the pomoxin, so it was easy to get out because they start to bail, they unlatch so they can escape. And then, but I dropped it, so I couldn't look at it, so I just, I couldn't see how dead it really was. Hey, and then there's this girl, I said no. Sorry. I'm trying to show everybody what you look like, not for you to go and steal her food. She's going pretty well. Well, she still looks a mess, but she doesn't look worse. I think she probably looks marginally better than when the vet first... Well, she does look better than when the vet first came. I'm feeding her quite a few sups. That's what's coming out. Salt and calcium in her sweat. Come here. Here, you can have this. Penny's not a kicky type, but the only time I think what can be concerned about her kicking me is that she's a little bit blind and she'll startle easily, and if she didn't know I was walking up behind her, she could kick out. No. I might let her do it actually because it's almost empty. Oh, and the other thing I want to get is some videos of Angel walking, because I think she just looks maybe just slightly lame. And I want to find out what happened to her leg. see here. She doesn't feel comfortable with the pressure. I don't know what's happened there. So I'm wondering if it's troubling her. She's a good girl. I just wish she wasn't riddled in ticks. So she gets a little bit of lucerne chaff with copra and some supplements and water every day, not much. More a snack, just a little bit extra on top of the pasture. She doesn't need to be fat. I mean, the pasture is going to end up to our knees, which is good because it means we'll have feed for winter. Penny's so bloody cute. Hello. Hello. Hello, skinny Minnie. Hey? Hello, skinny Minnie. Yay. She's so cute. She seems pretty happy. I mean, she can get up and down. Just this skin, but Tuppy's got the same problem, hasn't she? So that kind of made me feel better. I thought, well, maybe, you know, it's not necessarily, I mean, it's whatever's causing it, it's probably their immune system, but I'm hoping they'll get better as the winter comes in, and hopefully next summer will be a bit easier on them. I really don't know what to do. I don't have the answer, actually. I've tried quite a lot of things with both of them. Between the pair of them, I've tried almost everything. I mean, I've tried everything that I know of. It was being too hot to rug them, and I prefer not to if I can possibly avoid it. Tuppy has destroyed every rug that she's used. She's not good with rugs. I prefer to keep them off her anyway. But Penny, I had a rug on her. It was just too hot. It's my dogs in the background. Okay, I'm going to shoo these girls out.